I welcome you all to this online event, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Innovation and Entrepreneurship, organized by Department of Science and KMV Institutional Innovation Council under the able guidance of Professor Atima Sharma Dwivedi, Principal Kanya Mahavidyalaya Jalandhar, and sponsored by Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. I extend warm welcome to experts of today's event, Dr. Swarandeep Singh Hundal and Dr. Kuldeep Singh Nagla. So, as you all know, today's event theme is Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means self-reliant India, a policy formulated by Government of India to make our country self-sustaining and self-generating. But at the same time, it does not mean isolating away from the world. So extending this concept, today event was organized for the students to develop an attitude of innovation and entrepreneurship. So it was organized with the efforts of Dr. Neetu Chopra, DVT coordinator, ISC conveyor, and Mrs. Rashmi Sharma, chairperson, ISC. So now I would like to briefly introduce our experts for today's event. First of all, Dr. Swarandeep Singh Hundal. He is a professor at Department of Zoology, PAU Ludhiana. He earned his bachelor's in honors and master's in honors and PhD from the Department of Zoology, PAU Ludhiana. Dr. Hundal has a rich experience of teaching, research, and outreach spanning over 30 years. He has published more than 100 research papers, including 26 popular articles, 5 teaching manuals for undergrads and postgraduate students, and has guided 29 masters and 8 PhD students. He has completed UGC research project from 2015 to 18 for rupees 12 lakh as principal investigator on bioremediation of agro waste through vermi technology, and is supervising 2 research projects awarded by All India Coordinated Research Project, ICR. Under his guidance, Department of Zoology was awarded a research grant of rupees 30 lakhs for restoration of ecology of the river Beas from Punjab Pollution Control Board after molasses discharge episode. Dr. Hundal has the honor of being the subject independent expert for 3 state public commissions and on selection panel for Aligarh Muslim University, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar, Punjab University, Patiala, and universities for Agriculture Scientist Recruitment Board, New Delhi. He has been adorned with a number of awards. He has been felicitated with a medal and certificate in recognition of his outstanding contribution to zoology, environmental science by Zoological Society of India, Bodh Gaya, on 15 January 2019. He has been awarded with Inspiring Climate Educator Award 2019 by the National Green Mentors Conference, Ahmedabad. So these are just few awards from his CV. So I just want to add, he has been a President University Speaker Forum, PAU, since 1994 and mentored many students to hone their public skills. So I would like to mention that he was my mentor during my post-graduation when I was a student in PAU, and I represented under his guidance PAU in the North Zone for the debate. He was a coordinator for Model Parliament competition for universities conducted by Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, New Delhi. So there's a lot of to learn from this renowned researcher, professor. So now coming to second expert for the today, Dr. Kuldeep Singh Nagla. He's an associate professor in Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering at National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar. He has completed his master's and PhD at NIT Jalandhar with specialization on artificial intelligence and robotics, and has 24 years of teaching and research experience. He has been awarded as a Best Teacher Award in 2019 by Director Council Man Senate NIT Jalandhar. So Dr. Nagla is an innovator with more than 20 intellectual property rights in the form of patents, copyrights, industrial designs, RNS credit, and 25 RN pipeline. He's an inventor of an earthquake alarm, leg exercise machine, and an intelligent induction hardening machine. He has commercialized 4 inventions and products which are in the market now. He has published more than 45 research papers in journals and conferences of good repute. He's a member of various technical societies, renowned organizations at international and national level. He has successfully completed many research and development projects, including shared autonomy in mobile robots in collaboration with Korea University. He's also an invited member of a technical committee of Indian Space Research Organization for Space Robotic Mission Gaganyaan. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Hundal and Dr. Nagla for joining us. So now with your kind permission, we will proceed with our session now. So students will give their presentation, and at the end of each presentation, other students which are the participating in this theme, they can ask the presenter any question as a part of panel discussion, or experts can ask the question if they feel anything like related to the presentation. So first of all, I would like to call upon Aparna for her presentation. So is Aparna there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Aparna,
Should I share my screen, ma'am?
yes.
Yes, Avanna, you can share it. I have given the permission.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
So you can share as a slideshow, Aparna. Yes.
So extend my hearty greetings. Lovely welcome to all our experts, my teachers, and my dear friends. Let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Aparna Sharma from BSc Biotech, Semester 5. Today, I'm very delighted to tell on the topic that is treating cancer with bacteria. Being a biotech student, I would like to indulge some recombinant DNA technology to help to treat cancer-like diseases. So first, says there's an introduction. So as we all know that bacteria are belongs to your prokaryotic organisms, and they are simpler organisms but having a complex behavior. Understanding their behavior in different environmental conditions can be a good idea for us to employ them in various healthcare, though some are harmful, but bacteria that are present in normal microbiota in the human gut can help us to increase the immune responses. Therefore, it is very much beneficial for us to employ some of the bacteria that are useful for us in treating some of the healthcare diseases by employing some genetic engineering techniques. So is the timeline that can explain so far how many treatments have been employed, but none have been proven to be very effective against the cancer-like diseases. So here in 2002, you can see that modified genetically of the first proteolytic strain C sporogenes and fluorescently imaging in the subcutaneous strains. Not so proven good. So next is the cancer treatment with bacteria. We all know that the cancer today is among the leading cause for the mortality and mortality worldwide. So using bacteria to get rid of the cancer can be a good idea. Since today, bacteria has been employed to diseases like your heart attack and various other. So by employing this kind of treatments, we can also reduce the cost of the cancer treatment. So what is the innovative idea? cancerous cells and the normal cells differ from one major difference is cancerous cells have lost the property of the contact inhibitions. They have the property by which they can divide relentlessly, forming the solid tumors and flooding the blood with cancerous cells. So here, bacteria alone can be proved as an potent anti-tumor agent. Some of the commonly used genera of the bacteria employed are your Salmonella, Clostridium, and the Lactobacillus. They actually act as a delivering vectors at the site of the tumor formation. But there is one condition. While using the genetic engineering techniques, genes that are responsible for causing the disease should be removed. As the cancer is an autoimmune disease, our immune system has also suppressed. So if while employing this bacteria for the treatment, if the disease causing genes are not removed, they may cause to another disease, and these genes can be replaced by some of the desirable genes. Next is the what's my scheme. So first, the genetically engineered bacteria can be ingested or injected, reaches the tumor or the cancerous sites. These bacteria would obtain their growth needed from all the cancerous cells, as the cancerous cells are very much specialized for synthesizing their own growth factors. So this will also help some of the immune system cells to detect the cancer cells efficiently. They should also have the ability to grow inside the tumor cells and by starving the tumor cells of their growth factors. Genes that can be targeted in the tumor cells are your hypoxia-inducible factor 1 alpha. What's the function of this gene? This gene is actually very much important in the tumor development. Though cancerous cells are able to synthesize their own growth factors themselves, but bacteria, by starving them from the specific growth factors, can cause death of the cancerous cells. After that, various immune systems like your macrophages, etc., will engulf the cancerous cells, hence destroying them. In case the cancerous cells has been released in blood, bacteria should have the ability to get bind to their cancerous cells and exposing such receptors that would help the immune system to recognize the cancerous cells and then destroy them. So what's the importance and the commercial use of this technique? So by employing bacteria to treat cancer, we can reduce the cost of the cancer treatment. So basically we can use the bacterial therapy with their chemotherapy also for treating the cancer. Various side effects can be prevented as no radiotherapy is needed. Easily accessible to people in form of your tablets and injections. Commercial use. It helps in improving the pharmaceutical industries, employment to various fields related to the medical biotechnology. Thank you.
So as we all know, she has completed her presentation. It is open for panel discussion. So students which are participating can ask questions.
Good afternoon, teachers and my dear friends. I Rajbir Kaur from BSc Medical Semester 1. Aparna, I want to know which genes will be inserted to destroy cancer cells.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Which genes will be inserted to destroy cancer cells?
Okay, which genes can be inserted? So the various genes such as your P53 can be inserted as they have the anti-cancerous effective.
Okay, thank you.
Are you satisfied with the answer or you want more explanation?
No, I'm satisfied.
Hello, Aparna. Hello, Aparna. This is Dr. Nagla from. Hello. Are you able to hear me? Yes, yes, yes. So your presentation is very good, but I have some queries. So are you having some preliminary experiments on the cancer treatment by using any type of bacteria?
No, sir, I haven't carried any kind of experiments. It's just an innovative idea that have comes to my mind.
Is there any literature showing that earlier the bacteria are used for the treatment of cancer?
Yes, sir.
So the
I've read some
treatment,
of the research articles.
okay, they are using it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Basically, Clostridium bacteria can be used highly.
So since the cancers are of different types, sometimes the bone marrow cancer is there, sometimes the brain tumor cancer is there. Okay, so what is the model of adding the bacteria into the body? Will it be the same for all, or you are proposing some special mechanisms to adding the bacteria into either into the bone marrow or into the brain cells or into the blood? What is your opinion in that?
So we can employ bacteria for treating the cancer, as they can be taken with in the form of your tablets. So as we know that the tablets have the ability to recognize the specific sites for which they have to target. So if the bacteria has been ingested in the form of your tablets, they will recognize the specific site, that is the tumor inducing site. So there they can show their effect by starving those cancerous cells.
Okay, so my background is not biological, but I have a doubt that whether from bacteria from the intestine will be able to reach the brain cell or not. It is still questionable. So, okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Any
In the
other?
form.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, teachers and my friends. I have one question for you, Aparna. Can you please tell me a specific known example of genes which can be inserted in bacteria and that can target the cancer cells in humans?
Yes, there is a gene named as your inducible arabidopsis.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
Aparna, can you hear me?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Am I audible, Aparna? Aparna, am I audible?
Aparna, can you
Yes,
listen to
sir.
her?
Oh, I am Dr. Hundal. Can you
Your
hear?
voice is not clear to me.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are
Yes, sir.
audible.
Okay. This is just an extension to what Dr. Nagla said, because I was also interested in the same question. How would you be specific on which bacteria? Because there are n number of cancers. And the way you said that tablets are able to target cancer cells, I have my concerns about it. Tablet does not have anything that can, even in chemotherapy, it's a general thing. It doesn't target a particular cell. Radiotherapy mein hota hai. It's a concept. As a concept, it's very good that you can use bacteria, but you will have to use a different set of bacteria for every different kind of a cancer. And how to reach the specific cancer cells or that area would yet to be determined. It is not like you ingest them in your diet or as a tablet and the bacteria will find its way through. I think as a concept it's okay, but you will have to go through to that literature and fine tune your presentation or your concept if you want to do research or do things like that in future. Okay, Aparna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So now we can go back to presentation. So next student is Loveleen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can start. You can share your screen.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
So, good afternoon, everybody. Today, myself, Loveleen Saini of BSc Non-Medical Semester 3 is here to present my idea on Atmanirbhar Bharat, hashtag Vocal for Local. So, my theme is Indian pottery that includes handmade pots, diyas, ceramic pottery, etc. The idea and the reason behind it is due to increased interest in imported materials, the handmade and pottery industries are suffering a great loss. People have lost interest in buying the handmade materials. They love to decorate their houses with imported materials and have forgotten the beauty and aesthetics of handmade pottery. This has given a blow to lakhs of people whose lives are dependent on these industries. This job is their only bread to feed on. Therefore, in the view of Atmanirbhar Bharat, I hereby become the vocal for locals and will do my level best to make people know and understand the true beauty that lies in our own country, in the hands of lakhs of people, and hence shifting their concerns from imported materials to handmade goods. This picture clearly shows the aesthetic beauty that lies in India that people have forgotten today. This shows the hard work of millions of poor people who feed themselves by making these types of aesthetic things. So, to benefit the people associated with this industry, I wish to start a venture named Videshi Nahi Swadeshi. I'll start my venture with people associated with handmade pottery. I'll help them grow their business by technically empowering them, telling them about internet. I'll encourage the people to buy handmade goods and light the life of people who are busy making earthen pots for us so they could light up our houses on Diwali. With the help of e-commerce, the handmade pottery of our venture will be made available on shopping sites like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. at the cheapest rates available. So I'll make pamphlets regarding our venture and distribute it to the people. I'll go and talk to the shop owners to keep our handmade goods at their shop and focus more on selling Swadeshi goods. Online campaigning will also be done, and how my venture will be different from others lies in the fact that it will be a fusion of ethnic and Western. A touch of Western element will also be infused, like the earthen pots will be made and decorated with lights. The benefits of my venture. So it will help the poor workers economically. It will increase the interest of people in the beauty of the handmade pottery. It will help them become self-reliant. It will help them show the world their talent. If goods are sold online, then the reach will increase. And ultimately, it will help achieve India the target of becoming self-reliant, and hence the economy of India will increase. Thank you.
So now her presentation is open for discussion. So students can ask questions.
Hi, Loveleen. I'm audible to you.
Yes, you are audible.
So my question is, how will you convince people to buy your product?
I'll tell them about the benefits of our handmade pottery, that is the Swadeshi goods, that they are totally eco-friendly, pocket-friendly, and I will help them understand the pain that people are suffering, that this handmade potteries, the pots they made, that is their only job. So if we will help them, they can feed themselves.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Loveleen.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. You have a very good idea for commercializing of the handmade pottery. So it is really a wonderful idea. But I have a few questions. That are you having any business model? Have you prepared any special website? Have you contacted some of the local persons? How many groups are there in contact with you, and what is your business model?
Sir, right now this is an innovative idea that I have come across. So I'll work upon it.
I agree that your idea is very good, but we need to check the feasibility of the idea, whether this idea will be able to commercialize, because this workshop is for entrepreneurship, na? So we are expecting that with your idea, somebody in future will earn something. So since you are in education institute, your faculty is very learned faculty, and we are expecting that you will be having some business model, some website, some local, the group of the people should be very much in close contact with you. You should know the real problems of these people. So have you have any analysis over it or not?
Sir, I have people over here in my village who
Okay.
are related to this industry. So
Mhm.
I know the hard work they do, and people are not interested in buying these handmade pots. They just go to the shops and buy artificial materials and decorate their houses. So I understand the pain they are going through. So I will help them. So I'll go and contact with them so we can collab together.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Lovely. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Lovely.
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, that was a very innovative kind of a topic that you took forward, because mostly people confine themselves to handloom and stuff. Pottery is very good, but as you said, and as Dr. Nagla rightly pointed out, what kind of a financial statement do you have? Would you just be motivating the pottery people to go into it, or would you provide them some kind of, say, financial support, some bank loans? And before doing everything, marketing is the most important thing. So how do you conceptualize that you will overcome the problems that they face? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਖਰੀਦਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ
Hanji, sir.
ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ how will these people overcome that?
Sir, for this, the revenue that you are talking about, I have thought ki I'll go. Government provides funds to villages for the betterment of people and the betterment of village. So I'll go and talk to the head of the village panchayat. I'll discuss with him about my venture at how it will benefit the people and how this venture will also provide recognition to our village. So I'll go and discuss with him the benefits of our venture and how it will help those people who are associated with it. And I have also thought to go to NGOs that are busy in making the lives of such people better.
Okay, actually, certain villages and certain clusters of villages, they have, self-help groups. SHG ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, self-help groups. So maybe you can contact them, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ venture ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, and even in entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial spirit that you have, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਅਣਥੱਕ ਜਿਹਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਥੱਕਣਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅੱਕਣਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਤੇ ਮਾਰਕੀਟਿੰਗ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੰਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਘੀ ਵੇਚ ਜਾਵੇ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਸਕੋਗੇ। The concept is good, but you have to fine tune it much more. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes, thank you, sir.
So we can call upon next student if there is no question. Vani?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can share your screen.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen is visible? Ma'am, is my screen is visible?
No,
Not
madam,
yet.
not visible.
No, Vani, it is not visible yet.
Ma'am, is now visible?
Yes, now it's visible, Vani.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Vani Arora of BSc Biotechnology Semester 1. Today I am feeling very blessed to give my opinion on Atmanirbhar Bharat. As we all know that India is facing a huge disease of the population which is happening in the India.
Vani, just a minute. Can you do full screen on your phone? Option full screen. Or either I can share on your behalf if it is not there.
Okay, ma'am, you can share.
Okay. So I'm going to share. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
A very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Vani Arora of BSc Biotechnology Semester 1. Today I am feeling very blessed to give my idea on the Atmanirbhar Bharat. As we all know that today India is facing a huge problem of the pollution which is occurring in India. Ma'am, next slide please. Ma'am, next slide please.
Dr. Gurpreet?
Yes, is this slide you want to see? Pollution?
Ma'am, next.
Second slide.
Yes, ma'am, pictures of the pollution.
The pictures of pollution is visible?
No, ma'am.
I'll share it again because it was visible on my screen. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Now they're visible. Okay, good.
As we all can see in these pictures that the pollution is at its peak in India. The India is facing so much of pollution that not only the humankind but also the animals are also facing it. And the solution to this issue is the formation of the air filtering buses. Ma'am, next slide. This air filtering buses, if we applied the air filters on the buses, then it will reduce the pollution of the country and which will help us in the future in a long term. Ma'am, next slide. Now let's have a look on the air filtering system which would be enabled in the bus. Now let's look at the picture. In this picture, you all can see that the bad air is coming from that the pollutants are coming into the air filtered system and the fresh air is going out. The filter which we made is the multi-layer system. It means that it will remove all the particulate matter, for example of 2.5 micrometer or even ultra fine particles, and the fresh air will go from the back of the filter. These filters will be made with the strong base ion exchange fibrous material. It means this strong base SBF filter act as a solvent which will remove the sulfur dioxide particles, which is the main cause of the pollution in our country. It also includes the metal organic framework which will remove the nitrogen oxides from the atmosphere. This filter will remove the particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer and even ultra fine particles. It has a very small size so that it doesn't occupy much space. It has a high working efficiency and low power consumption. The passenger sitting in the bus will also not affected by this air filter system so that they get fresh air from this. Now let's look at the working of the filter. Ma'am, next slide please. These are the different layers present in the filter. The first layer is the filter mesh, then comes the photocatalyst, then comes the UV rays which are coming from the environment will be sterilized by this, then come the ions which will be sterilized in the next layer, and then the dirty air will go back and the fresh air will become. Ma'am, next slide please.
Yes. This is the working of your.
हाँ जी मैम.
Is it visible?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, there are 8 slides which are showing.
Vani, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there are 8 slides which are showing. Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible. As we all can see, the 8 layers are present in this filter system. In the first layer, when the dirty air comes from the atmosphere, it will remove the dust particles, smoke, ash, etc. Then in the second layer, the dust particles which comes on the second layer, it removes the harmful gases from the atmosphere like formaldehyde, benzene, ammonia, etc. Then in the third layer, when again the particles will come, then it removes the smoke suspended particles like aerosol. Then in the fourth layer, the volatile organic compounds will be removed. Then on the fifth layer, the microbes like bacteria, viruses, etc. will all be destroyed. Then the air will be refreshed by reducing the moldy odor from the air. Then in the seventh layer, we will get the fresh molecules like water, oxygen, which will be beneficial for the humankind. Then in the eighth layer, further this fresh molecules will be sterilized to refresh the air, and then from the back of the filter, the clean air will come out. This is the main basic plot line of my idea. Ma'am, next slide, please. If this idea be implied in this in the further terms, then it will reduce the firstly the pollution from our country. If the buses are running on the roads, then the pollution will all 80 to 90% pollution will get destroyed. Then it also decreases the uses of the personal vehicles if the air filtered buses are used on a long run. Then the rush on the roads will be less if the personal vehicles are not used. Then the respiratory disease, which are now the people are going like asthma, lung cancer, etc. Then it will also be minimized if the air filtered buses are used. This is very environment friendly idea, and it not only affect the mankind but also all the living creatures, and they will live their life with the fullest. Thank you.
So after that,
Good afternoon to everyone. My question to Vani is, how your technology is different from already launched in UK?
My technology is very much different, as in the UK the technology used, it removes the particular matter of 10, and in this in our idea it will remove the particular matter of 2.5 micrometer. And also in this technology we will be using the SBF material which remove the sulfur dioxide particle. In the technology used in UK, they don't use the sulfur dioxide particle. Then their filter not remove the sulfur dioxide particles, which is very harmful for us.
Thank you, Vani.
Dr. Hundal, yes, are you having any question?
A little clarification. Thank you, Dr. Nagla. Vani, do you hear me? So this air purification is only for specific buses, for the passengers in the bus?
So we can also use in cars, trucks.
Only for the transportation for the buses?
Hanji.
It is not.
But we can also use in the trucks, cars, etc.
No, that is only for who is riding in the car, the passengers of the car. It's not something. Can you use similar filters for pollution of vehicles? ਜਿਹੜਾ ਧੂਆਂ ਸਾਇਲੈਂਸਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਫਿਲਟਰਿੰਗ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਟੀਜ਼ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ outside the vehicles?
Sir, if this will be used in the अगर हम उसको रूफ पे लगा देंगे तो फिर वो ना सिर्फ व्हीकल का कंट्रोल करेगा पर एयर का भी कंट्रोल करेगा
तो कितने लेवल तक कंट्रोल करेगा? ये आपने कुछ कंसेप्चुअलाइज किया, दिमाग में कुछ आई है इसकी? क्योंकि आपने सोचा तो अच्छा है, एयर पोल्यूशन इज समथिंग।
सर 80 to 90% वो कंट्रोल कर सकता है।
ठीक है, ओके, गुड,
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू।
So is there any
yes, hello Vani,
yes sir,
You have a very good idea, very good innovative idea. And I just wanted to know what is the role of the ultraviolet in your proposed invention?
Sir, the ultraviolet rays which are coming from the sun, they also the ozone layer, also the ozone layer is depleting day by day with the pollution. And if this idea will be implemented, then at the 8th layer, it will produce the ozone layer, ozone gas, which will also help in the also help as a act as a shield to so that the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun not harm the persons.
But in this system, you are mentioning that there is a UV light, no? But I think you are a bit confused whether it is the artificial ultraviolet light or natural UV light coming from the sunlight, no? So
Sir,
it is artificial or it is a natural light?
Sir, it is the filter which we place. It has the artificial, but it also use the natural. But it also traps the natural UV light.
Okay, very good. So how you are removing the sulfur dioxide? Which element will absorb the sulfur dioxide?
Sir, strong base ion exchange fibrous.
Fibrous, which material it is made up of?
Sir, it is polystyrene, triamine.
Okay, that is good idea. So you can move forward. So I would like to share that such technologies are already there, but you have a wonderful idea to remove the sulfur dioxide from the air. So I am an inventor of air purifier. I would like to share the picture of air purifier in my room. Are you able to see the one device here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have invented this air purifier, and we are using a charcoal filter, and the second layer we are using is ultraviolet radiation with photocatalytic reaction is there by using titanium dioxide. But your concept is a bit different. By removing the sulfur dioxide molecule is a good idea if it is working. So you can propose this idea to your mentors, and you can make a smaller model in your institute and go for the commercialization of the projects, as well as you can take the funding from the Ministry of Education as well as the other agencies to see the response of your invention.
Yes.
So that's a good idea. Okay, thank you very much.
So Ankita is there for her presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. But you can share your screen.
Okay, ma'am. Is it visible?
Yes.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Ankita Thakur, BSc Non-Medical Semester 3rd. Today, I am going to present my idea in front of you. My idea is buy bamboo product, say no to plastics. Excess of everything is bad. This proverb is certainly become true in case of plastics. Plastics are the cornerstones of modern civilization. Their excess consumption has become a pollution problem globally and damaging our ecosystem. So far as protection of the planet is concerned, bamboo, the magic grass, has the potential to provide much needed solution for sustainability. Let's talk about the benefits of bamboo. Bamboo is the world's fastest growing plant. This renewable material can be used in anything from clothing and tableware to skincare and dental hygiene. Bamboo releases 35% more oxygen than other plants. Bamboo absorbs 20% carbon dioxide from the environment. Bamboo used for improve the quality of soil. What I'll do, I'll start my venture by selling bamboo product in my areas to make our surroundings eco-friendly. Firstly, I'm going to sell bamboo bags. Bamboo bags is the good alternative of plastic bags. Bamboo bags, which is eco-friendly, easy to recycle, 100% natural, it can replace the use of thousands of disposable plastic bags every year. Secondly, me and my friends will go to nearby shops and targeted those shops where plastic bags being used, because those plastic bags which we use in our daily life take 1,000 years to decompose. So use bamboo bag, reduce plastic bags. We pasted posters saying about benefits of bamboo because there are so many people who don't know about the benefits of bamboo. Bamboo is the alternative of plastic. Bamboo, being a versatile material, could help us to reduce our dependence on hardwood and plastic in a much bigger way, and thereby help save the trees and eradicate plastic from our living space. Thousands of products are made from bamboo, besides traditional products like handicraft, utility products. In fact, from first leaf to the roots of bamboo, every section of bamboo can be used to manufacture different product. As you can see, plastic bags is the alternative of bamboo bags. We can use bamboo cutlery, bamboo plates instead of plastic plates. And one most important thing, as we all know, thousands of marine animals, seabirds are killed by plastic bag annually. At least 267 different species have been affected by plastic pollution in the ocean. Cultivation of bamboo provides economically viable rewards towards eradicating poverty from rural societies and helps people to sustain and support their livelihood. India is the second highest bamboo growing country in the world. Why India lagging behind? Despite being the highest growing country in the world, India has lagging behind in the harnessing the full potential of its bamboo resources, primarily due to lack of serious research to develop technology. Rather, India has fallen into Chinese technology. We should come together to be #1 growing country in the world. A lot of work still needs to be done to use bamboo products. So I hope we will all continue to come together every day to protect life on Earth and learn to coexist with all the species that share planet with us. Thank you so much, everyone.
So now presentation is open for discussion.
Hello, Ankita.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is pretty, good thing because, okay, can you tell me where do you get your raw material from? In this part of the country, you don't grow bamboo. As a concept, it's very good because it is recyclable, it is biodegradable.
Yes, sir.
And, already in the Northeast, people are using bamboo. People are also using, excuse me, please. People are also using orchids and other things also for such products. From where will you get your raw material? In this part of the country, bamboo is not grown as extensively.
Yes, sir. I'll contact the eastern part of India.
So do you think it would be economically viable getting ready-made products from there? And
Yes.
if you're getting products from another part of the country, how do you think people here, the normal man, what you say, the traditional people or the tribals, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਇਸ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰੋਗੇ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਇੱਕ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਮਾਡਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਉਧਰੋਂ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੇਚੋਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਪੂਲਰਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਉਸ ਪਾਰਟ ਆਫ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰੋਗੇ. ਯੈਸ, ਕੰਟਰੀ ਇਜ਼ ਆਵਰ ਓਨ, ਬਟ ਸਟਿਲ there's no denying the fact that your concept is good. You are finding an alternative to plastic, which
Yes.
is acceptable. That part is good. But when you say local and vocal, you should concentrate at least in this region, northern region maybe. Okay?
Okay, sir.
ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਸਰਕੰਡਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸੜਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਈਡ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਮੂੜੇ ਬਣਦੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ?
Yes, sir.
ਹੋਰ ਪਪੂਲਰਾਈਜ਼ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਲੋਕਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਹੈ. Okay, then
I'll work on it.
Your second last slide, as we have fallen into Chinese technology. What do you mean by that? Fallen into Chinese technology, that means are we following Chinese technology, or China has a lot of bamboo, Burma has a lot of bamboo? ये मतलब किस तरह ਇਹਦਾ ਕੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੀ. चलो
सर, जैसे हम चाइनीज प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करते हैं तो हमें वो यूज नहीं करने चाहिए.
अच्छा जी, लेकिन सर वो थोड़ा सा
जैसे चाइना जो है वो फर्स्ट ग्रोइंग कंट्री है बैम्बू के लिए, सो
रीफ्रेम करो सेंटेंस को। चलिए कोई बात नहीं।
ओके सर,
गुड प्रेजेंटेशन। यस, थैंक यू।
Hello Ankita, your presentation is good, but as Dr. Hundal said, so you must identify some of the products initially. Then you have to estimate the cost. Then you have to get approved the design of the product. Okay, so since the products are already there in the mind, so if you are able to design a new product, then it will be quite beneficial for you. So instead of looking all these bamboo products, you should focus on only one single smaller product at the initial stage. So if you are supposed to be successful in that selling of that product by contacting local people or at any other region of India, so that will be a good, the start of the entrepreneurship.
okay,
So I
sir.
recommend you to identify any smaller segment, identify very small unit, give your own design, take the feedback from the consumer. If it is successful, then you maybe launch the product. So that is good idea. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So is there any other question?
Good afternoon to all of you present here. My name is Parjinder Kaur. My question to Ankita is, what is shelf life of bamboo products? Are they biodegradable?
Shelf life of bamboo product is about 4 to 7 years. Bamboo may be the strongest stuff on the planet. It has greater tensile strength. And yes, bamboo is 100% biodegradable, therefore can be used in compost for use in gardens and other natural settings. It's highly renewable. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankita.
So next student for the presentation is Rajbir. Is Rajbir there?
Yes, ma'am.
So should I share a presentation on your behalf?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello everyone, good afternoon to all. I Rajbir Kaur from BSc Medical Semester 1 and today's my presentation is based on herbal cosmetics. First of all, what is cosmetic? The word cosmetics was derived from the Greek word kosmetikos, meaning the technique of dress and ornament, skill in decorating. Natural beauty is blessing and cosmetics help in presenting and increasing the beauty and personality of human being using various permissible cosmetic ingredients to form the base in which one or more herbal ingredients are used to provide defined cosmetic benefits only shall be called as herbal cosmetics. Herbal cosmetics are natural cosmetics because it is made up of natural products and natural things and they are free from that harmful chemicals which are toxic to our skin. Cosmetic used to perform the following actions: to clean, to perfume, to change the appearance, to protect, to keep in good condition of our nails, hairs, and skin. Ma'am, next slide. Skincare products. Skincare is a range of practices that support skin integrity, enhance its appearance. Skin is constantly exposed to dirt, microbes, irritants, radiations, and toxins, which can affect the skin in many ways. Hence, to protect the skin, cleanse it and restore the tone, soothe it, and prevent tanning, wrinkle, and scar formation. Various preparations are used, which are enlisted. First is skin cleanser. For example, milk, cucumber, citrus peel, aloe vera. These all cleansers that remove dirt and oil from our skin. Moisturizers, for example, aloe vera, almond oil, rose, they help to make our skin less drier. And nourishers, for example, honey, carrot, peach, wheat, turmeric oil. Antiseptics, for example, neem, turmeric, tulsi, lavender oil. They prevent our skin from becoming infected. Sunscreens, for example, aloe vera cucumber, a cream applied on skin to protect our skin from harmful effect of sun and prevent sunburn. Anti-wrinkles, for example, peach, papaya, turmeric. They reduce the appearance of wrinkles from the skin. Next slide, ma'am. Herbal cosmetics for skin. The herbal approach of proper skincare is principally based on three essential steps: cleanse, nourish, and moisture. Whatever may be type of your skin, it may be dry, rough, oily, or sensitive. These three steps are external care of the skin to protect from the constant effect of environment, stress, and skin's natural process of cell degradation decay. Therefore, in order to help the skin look young and radiant, exfoliation to remove dead skin cells by using cleansers, epidermal stimulation for new cell growth by providing nourishment and moisturizer to the skin, penetrating moisture and nutrient to replenish all layers of skin. Ma'am, next slide. Herbal cosmetics for various types of skin. First is for dry skin. Dry skin is an uncomfortable condition marked by scaling, itching, and cracking. It can occur for various reasons. We might have naturally dry skin, or it may be caused by hot or cold weather, or by low moisturizer in the air. So we can avoid it by avoiding harsh soap and by using warm water and apply some herbal moisturizers, for example, Rubicardifolia magesta, Trifla tulsi, Glycyrrhiza glabra in sesame oil, and also applying some fruit face mask, banana or avocado pulp. And for sensitive skin is a common issue, but not a medical diagnosis in itself. People with sensitive skin may have strong reaction to chemical dyes and fragrance present in products that come into contact with the skin. They may also get rashes or infected. Ma'am, previous slide please. So for that, we can use some herbs. For example, Euceria curcuma longa, Trifla zyderecta, Indica mystica, Nimba in coconut oil, and some fruit face mask, banana or pineapple pulp. Next, ma'am. And for oily skin is the result of overproduction of sebum from the sebaceous gland. Sebum isn't all bad since it helps to protect and moisturize skin and keep our hairs healthy. But too much sebum will lead to oily skin, which can lead to clogged pores and acne. And for that, example of herbs tulsi, idhora, jati fata, nimba, terminalia arjuna, trifla curcuma longa, Mustafa in mustard oil, milk, sour milk, cream, and buttermilk are used as gentle natured cleanser. Fruit face mask, strawberry or papaya pulp. And its advantages: they do not provide allergic and do not have negative side effects. They are easily incorporated with skin and hair because they are natural products. By using the herbal products, you cannot get any radiant and glowing skin, but you will be able to address all skin problems, including pigmentation, spots, blemish. The result is flawless and clear skin bouncing with health when used regularly. With small quantities that are very effective as compared to synthetic cosmetics, which are made up of very toxic chemicals. Easily available and found in large variety and quantity, easy to manufacture, and they are cheap in cost. Next, ma'am. The uses of herbal cosmetics has been increased to manifold in personal care system, and there is great demand for the herbal cosmetics, obviously because they are natural cosmetics. They are free from that chemicals which are harsh on our skin. The use of bioactive ingredients in cosmetics influence biological functions of skin and provide nutrients necessary for the healthy skin. There is tremendous pull to launch numerous herbal cosmetics using appropriate bioactive ingredients with suitable fatty acids, essential oils, proteins, and additives. Thank you.
So her presentation is open for discussion.
Okay, Rajveer,
Yes, sir.
You gave a good presentation. Now, my point is, what is new in your presentation? Because as far as I can remember, this is something about innovation and something about entrepreneurship. So what is new in your product, in your concept?
They are compatible with every skin type.
नहीं, मेरा कहने तो मतलब बेटा ये है कि हर्बल प्रोडक्ट्स चल रहे हैं ऑलरेडी, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਹਰਬਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਮਤਲਬ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਣਾ ਲੋਕਲ ਹੋਵੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਵੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ 3-4 ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਐਵੋਕੈਡੋ ਕਿਹਾ, ਸਟ੍ਰਾਬੇਰੀ ਕਿਹਾ, ਪਾਈਨਐਪਲ ਕਿਹਾ, ਪਲਪ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, ਇਹ ਐਗਜ਼ੋਟਿਕ ਨੇ, ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਆਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕੀਤਾ। ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ ਨਦਰਨ ਰੀਜਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਐਵੋਕੈਡੋ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਾਜ਼ਾਰ 'ਚ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ? ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿਲ ਨਾਈਦਰ ਬੀ ਕਾਸਟ ਇਫੈਕਟਿਵ ਐਂਡ ਵੈਲ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਇਨ ਦ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ। Many big companies, multinationals, otherwise big names in cosmetic industry, they are already selling these products or products with such ingredients. So ਉਹ ਵਾਲਾ concept ਮੈਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਤੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਮਲਾ ਕੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੈਲਥ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟਸ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਮੁਰੱਬੇ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ, ਕੋਈ ਉਹ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕੋਈ ਗਾਜਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਕੈਰਟਸ, ਉਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਈਜ਼ੀਲੀ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਹੈ, ਲੋਕਲ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ, ਲੋਕਲ ਗਰੋਅਰ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ, ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਾਇਦਾ। ਤੇ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਬਲੀ ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਨਕੋਰਪੋਰੇਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਤਾਂ that would have given a new bent or new thought to your concept. I have nothing against herbal. The only thing is that since it's available in the market, what is different in your product? That is something you explain.
They are easily affordable.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Rajbir, basically, sir was asking what is new in your product, so which is already present in the market. आपने क्या नया करना है जो already market में है, उससे आप क्या हटके different कर रहे हो? Why people should come and buy from yours?
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਚੀਪ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੀਪ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਊਗੀ? ਕੁਝ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੱਸੋ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਲੋਕੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਖਰੀਦਣਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਚਲੋ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੇ ਹੋ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ। ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਪਾਰਟਿਸਿਪੇਟਡ, that is great. We appreciate your spirit to come forward and do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rajveer, thank you very much for your presentation. I have the same question as the Dr. Hundal said. So you should find some innovations. You should find some new models to sell these products, and you should think to develop your own product. Okay, so thank you very much for participating.
So next participant, Shireen, is there?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can share your screen, beta.
Ma'am, is it possible for you to share the screen?
Yes, I'll share. Just
Okay,
a minute.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, may I start?
Yes.
My warm wishes to one and all present here. My name is Shireen and I am from BSc Medical Semester 1. I am here to present my views on medicinal investigation in ethnobotanical aspects. Next slide, please. Before the introduction of chemical medicines, man relied on the healing properties of medicinal plants. Some people value these plants due to the ancient belief which says that plants are created to supply man with food, medical treatment, and other effects. The term ethnobotanical, it is basically from the ethnobotany, which is the study of interrelations between the humans and plants. However, the current use of this term implies the study of indigenous or traditional knowledge of plants. The involvement of indigenous knowledge of plant classification, cultivation, and use as food, medicine, and shelter is there. It is very complex undertaking that often requires the collaboration of experts drawn from various disciplines such as the anthropology, botany, ecology, pharmacy, linguistics, etc. Basically, this ethnobotany, it connects us with our ancient scientific approach as well. Himalayan plants have over 6,500 years old of history of being used as traditional medicines, and the inhabitants of the regions use indigenous knowledge for the preparation of various herbal recipes to treat different kinds of the diseases. Ma'am, next slide, please. Here, I'll be focusing mainly on the topic cancer, how we can reduce it or prevent it by the use of ethnomedicinal plants. Cancer is one of the major causes of death in the world and a constant battle globally with the lot of development in cures and preventive therapies. The disease is characterized by cells in human body continually multiplying with the inability and forming tumors of malignant cells with potential to be metastatic. There are current treatments which are available, including the chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and chemically derived drugs. But they have one drawback, though they are used for curing the cancer cells, but they end up destroying the healthy cells as well. And to counteract those side effects, we use another chemical derived drugs, which in turn deteriorates the patient's health. Here are some examples, or I've shared some pictures of the plants which have proved to cure the cancer symptoms, and in older times they were used to cure these cancer. For example, Echinacea marina, which is used to cure the breast cancer, yarrow, the pancreatic cancer, turmeric, which we use in our daily lives, Himalayan yew for ovarian and breast cancer, vinca rosea, ginger, and garlic. If we see in the case of our Punjab, we have the Malwa belt, which includes the various regions, Firozpur, Bathinda, Muksar, Faridkot, etc., which is named as the cancer capital. And there is also a train which runs from Bathinda to Rajasthan, which is called the cancer train. So we can imagine how many cases there will be in India. Next slide, please. Talking about the innovations for medicinal investigation in ethnobotanical aspects, our Indian culture is really vast in the field of science and technology since ancient times, and people made use of the plants to treat every kind of disease. Even if we see in the case of Ramayana, there is a special mention of the medicinal plants where Lakshman and Ram almost died and were cured by the Sanjeevani booty, which was bought from the Sanjeevi mountains, and till today it is considered sacred. Ethnobotanists are involved in projects ranging from community level germplasm conservation to multinational biodiversity prospecting. One result of the renewed interest and activity in the ethnobotany has been increased public awareness of this branch of the biological science. Ma'am, next slide, please. The benefits and commercial importance. The study of ethnobotany is of great importance for the aid it gives to proper understanding of the interrelations of several traits and the whole material and intellectual culture of the people in its entirety. If we see the case of the chemically derived drugs and the medicinal plants, in today's world, the chemically derived drugs or the therapies, whatever chemical medicines are used, they are ruling the world and making big money. If we start focusing and start doing research more on the medicinal plants and focus more on our ancient scientific knowledge of the medicinal plants, we can cure each and every disease. And the main focus or the main drawback will be there in economy, that there will be major downfall in the economy of the drugs, but there will be one benefit, that if we try to focus more and more and expand our knowledge on the medicinal plants, we will surely be able to cure the diseases like cancer, AIDS, or any other diseases which are not yet able to find the cure of it. It is not to be desired that an investigator of all the special ethnological topics should turn aside to take inquiry in regard to Indian botany, like one who is botanically trained. The most favorable arrangement would be that of cooperation of the workers in several lines of ethnological investigation, each profiting by the stimulus and extending horizon afforded by the views of each other. Thank you.
So her presentation is over and open for discussion.
Shireen?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You gave a good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
My concern remains the same as for Rajveer. We already have a very strong tradition in Ayurveda.
Yes, sir.
Traditional medicine, plant-based products with varying degrees of success.
Yes.
Now, cancer is of various kinds, so many kinds.
Yes, sir.
And many things that you have said, we use them in our normal diet.
Yes, sir.
The present government has also set up the Ayush Ministry, which is
Yes.
trying to expand the use of these products, which have or which are claimed to have medicinal properties, even into veterinary sciences.
Yes,
So
sir.
what is new? Are you promoting one particular type of a chemical? You know, even the malarial drug, quinine, also comes from a plant.
Yes.
कोविड ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਬੜੇ ਕਾੜੇ ਪੀਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਦੇਸੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ।
Yes, sir.
ਤੁਲਸੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਕਾਲੀ ਮਿਰਚ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਫਿਰ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਇਸ ਰੀਜਨ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਕਰਨਾ, ਜਿਹਦੀ ਐਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ਡ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਕੈਂਸਰ ਹਟਾਉਂਦਾ? ਜਨਰਲਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਣ ਨਾਲ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਹਟਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਗਾਰਲਿਕ, ਯੂ ਨੋ, ਲਸਣ, ਅਦਰਕ, ਹਲਦੀ, ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ, ਗਾਜਰਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਛ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਹੈਗਾ।
Yes, sir.
ਫਿਰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਦੱਸੋਗੇ ਅਨੋਖਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੰਮ 'ਚ, ਅਨੋਖਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ?
Sir, my focus is mainly that medicinal plants ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਾਇੰਟੀਫਿਕ ਰਿਸਰਚ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਜੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੈਮੀਕਲ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲੱਗਾਂਗੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਕੀਮੋਥੈਰੇਪੀ ਦੇਖ ਲਈਏ ਜਾਂ ਰੇਡੀਓਥੈਰੇਪੀ ਦੇਖ ਲਈਏ, ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਸਾਈਡ ਇਫੈਕਟਸ ਪੇਸ਼ੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਲੈਣੇ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ। ਪਰ ਇਨ ਦਾ ਐਂਡ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਖੋਖਲੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੈਡੀਸਨਲ ਪਲਾਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਬੇਸਿਸ ਤੇ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜੇ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ, ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਪਲਾਂਟਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਣੀ ਡਾਈਟ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਕਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਇਮਿਊਨ ਰਹੇਗੀ। ਤੇ ਕੈਮੀਕਲ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਛੇਤੀ ਠੀਕ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਬਟ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਮ ਇਫੈਕਟ 'ਚ ਉਹ ਆਪਦੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਨਾਲ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕੈਮੀਕਲੀ ਰਿਐਕਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਕਰਦੇ, ਬਟ ਮੈਡੀਸਨਲ ਪਲਾਂਟਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਉਹ ਇੰਨਾ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਮੈਡੀਸਨਲ ਪਲਾਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਰਿਗਾਰਡਿੰਗ, ਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਨ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੋਏ ਕਿ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਮੈਡੀਸਨਲ ਹਰਬਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਨੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਇਨੋਵੇਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਸ਼ਰੀਨ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਰੱਖਿਆ, ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰਾਂ, ਕੋਈ ਪਰਟੀਕੂਲਰ ਡਰੱਗ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕੈਮੀਕਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ। ਦੂਸਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ, ਫਸਟ ਸਮੈਸਟਰ ਹੈ?
ਯੈਸ ਸਰ। ਓਕੇ,
ਜਿਉਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੋਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਆਪਾਂ ਐਸ ਸਚ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਇਨਗਰੀਡੀਐਂਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੈਮੀਕਲਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਐਲਕਲੋਇਡਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ ਸਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਇਨਗਰੀਡੀਐਂਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਇਨਗਰੀਡੀਐਂਟ ਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਇਨਗਰੀਡੀਐਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਊਰੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ, ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੈਸੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ, ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੈ।
Yes,
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ
sir.
ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬਾਡੀ ਹੈ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੀ ਬਾਇਓਲੋਜੀਕਲ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟਲੀ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ।
Yes.
ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਐਬਜ਼ੌਰਪਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹਾਰਮੋਨਸ ਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ ਰਿਸੈਪਟਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਰਿਸੈਪਟਰ ਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਐਕਸੈਪਟੇਬਲ ਨੇ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਟ ਐਕਸੈਪਟੇਬਲ ਨੇ, ਕਿਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੰਬਾ ਚੌੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚਿਆ, ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਲੋਕਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰੋ, ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕਹੋ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਆ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟਡ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਇਹ ਕੈਮੀਕਲਸ ਜਾਂ ਇਹ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਐਸ਼ੋਰਡ ਨੇ ਆਯੁਰਵੇਦਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਲੋਕਲ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ that would be a better way. But I appreciate your enthusiasm and your passion in promoting ethnobotany.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Shireen.
Thank you, sir.
So next student is Burjinder. So Burjinder, you can share
Yes.
your presentation. बेटा कर लोगे आप शेयर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
हाँ बेटा आपको अपनी स्लाइड हाँ ओपन करनी होगी.
Good afternoon to all of you present here. My name is Burjinder Kaur and I am pursuing my bachelor's from Autonomous and Heritage Institute, Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. I am here to present my idea on reuse of plastic. In my presentation, I am going to talk about advantages of plastic, reuse of plastic, and the reason behind the innovation. First of all, in my first slide, I am trying to show.
बेटा आप
I'm
इसको
trying to.
फुल स्क्रीन कर सकते हो और मैं आपके बिहाफ पे शेयर करूं.
Sorry, ma'am. You can share, please.
हाँ I'll share बेटा. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, next slide, please.
Previous?
Ma'am, next slide, please.
First?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I
Burjinder, are you?
start?
Yes.
Good afternoon to all of you present here. My name is Burjinder Kaur and I am pursuing my bachelor's from Autonomous and Heritage Institute, Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. I am here to present my idea, reuse of plastic. In my presentation, I am going to talk about advantages of plastic, reuse of plastic, and the reason behind innovation. Ma'am, next slide. Ma'am.
हाँ जी बेटा, it's shared.
Ma'am, I think you should go for enable editing. Na? First enable editing. I think then
Okay,
only.
okay. Okay. So are you able to want to see this slide?
Yes, this is okay.
Yes, ma'am. So in this slide, I'm trying to show how we can use the plastic in gardening. With the help of plastic, we can decorate our homes, do gardening in a better way, reduce environmental pollution. Next slide, ma'am. Next one is the advantages of plastic roads. As we've seen, the roads which we have today are less durable, and they are not resistant to water. So the advantages of plastic roads are it will help to reduce pollution. The roads are water resistant. Plastic roads are much more durable than that we have today. And 2 tons of plastic is used per kilometer in the preparation of the plastic roads. Next slide, ma'am. Here I'm trying to show the use of plastic to make tiles. These kind of tiles are environment friendly. This is the one of the best alternative to use the plastic. Here are some of the benefits. It is resistant to bad weather, resistant to climatic variations. These are 100% water resistant, and due to severe changes, the rise of cracks are minimized, and the lifetime of these tiles are extended. Next slide, ma'am. So next one is the roads made up of plastic. Here, this is the idea which is a patented one, but I here try to show its benefit. This is one of the best use of plastic in order to reduce pollution. These types of roads are long lasting and cheaper one. So this will help to reduce the loads on the resources which we are used in order to construct the roads. These kind of roads uses plastic, and so these are the environmental friendly one. Next one. With the help of plastic, we can even decorate our homes by preparing creative craft, commercial use. This is one of the kind of the entrepreneurship. Those people who are interested in doing crafts can start up their business from this. Next, ma'am. Reason behind the innovation. First of all, this will help to reduce the pollution. This will help to provide the jobs to common people, those who having the skills. This will help people to explore their talent. Those who are interested in decorating their homes can do so by using the products which are made up of the plastic. This will help to reduce the load on the wood, and this will help to save our forests. This will help people to start up their business and become self-dependent. This will help helps to reduce load on asphalt, sand, which are used for the construction of roads, which are not prepared by the plastic. Thank you.
So now her presentation is open for panel discussion.
Barjinder?
Yes, sir.
My concern remains the same. The only point of helping the local people that I find in your presentation is the skill which people have for decorating their homes and for use of plastics in gardening. ਇਹ ਲੋਕਲ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਰ ਵੀ ਸਕਦਾ, ਆਪ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੇਚ ਵੀ ਸਕਦਾ.
Yes, sir.
Other things that you have mentioned, they are already in practice and they are on a much larger scale, like using them for roads. India 'ਚ ਵੀ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਣਾਉਣੀਆਂ. ਇਹ ਕਾਮਨ ਮੈਨ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਇਨੋਵੇਟਿਵ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੈਟੇਗਰਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ. ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਬੇਬਲੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਐਮਫੈਸਿਸ ਫਿਰ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ ਐਨਵਾਇਰਨਮੈਂਟਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗਾਰਡਨਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਦਿਖਾਈਆਂ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੁਝ ਚੱਲ ਗਿਆ. ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਵਾਲਸ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਕਈ ਆਫਿਸਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੈਕੋਰੇਟਿਵ ਪੀਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਪਲਾਸਟਿਕ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਾਮਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ. ਪੋਟਰੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਇਹ ਕਲੱਬ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. ਪਰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਂਟਰਪ੍ਰੀਨਿਓਰ ਸਪਿਰਿਟ ਹੈ, the point is to finish strong. So ਇਸ environmental pollution ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਅਸੀਂ reuse of plastics is okay, but then what can you do? What is new in this? Certain things are already being implemented, and your part should be a little different. But it's very good. You have information. You have tried to profess that, and you have tried to disseminate that information to many. Okay?
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
So anybody else want to ask any question?
Ma'am, I have a question for Bajinder.
Hanji beta.
Bajinder, can you hear me?
Yes, Loveleen.
So we are not removing plastics by making plastic roads. We are hiding it. Aren't plastics still dangerous to environment?
Yes, I agree with your question. But with increase in population, the production of plastic also increases. So this will increase the garbage on the roads, also in the oceans. So we have already seen that in the oceans, the plastic waste take so many years to decompose. So according to me, the plastic roads are one of the best way in order to use the plastic.
Okay, thank you.
So next presentation is by Herman. Is Herman here?
Yes, ma'am.
So beta, you can share your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes.
A very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Amanpreet Kaur, student of BSc Non-Medical Semester 3rd at Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. Today, in this event, I am going to present an innovation idea that is Future Greenery Limited. We will sell plants. We'll change the social work into a business with sustainability. We are surrounded with several kinds of plants. Today, it is a kind of social work to give plants to others, to plant trees. We are going to change this social work into a business, and the business with sustainability, because plants are natural builders of sustainable society. We provide door-to-door services. Some people don't know much about the needs of plants, what specific conditions needed for specific plants. So we will provide them service with specialists. In short, we will provide them gardener when they need. We will ease the process of buying real flowers. Full of door plants. Job opportunities to all. We would frame varying time hours to engage maximum people with our business as per their comfort zone. Educated as well as uneducated can also be a part of our family. The commercial use of future greenery is it will be a source of income for many local pupils. We will increase the value of real plants commercially as well as socially by creating more ways to use the plants in our daily life. For gifting someone, for decorating your houses, we will displace the artificial greenery by future greenery. Pocket-friendly expenditure, we will try to give maximum output with minimal invest by the customer. Low-rate plants and costly will also sell so that each section of society can buy from us. You are seeing in the right picture, the plant is beautifully placed at the bedside. Online feature is another thing which we can provide. We will make our website also to program this feature. This business idea can create part-time jobs. Even the pregnant ladies, housewives, disabled person can also be a part of this family. So you are seeing the three kinds of people on the screen. First is old lady making pot with mud. The second is the lady is selling flowers by going to cars and requesting them to buy her flowers. And the third, the man who prepare and selling garland, whole day but not earn so much. So we are going to connect these kinds of people with Future Greenery to provide them a way and a community of specialists to us. We are focusing on the changing a look of this society. From making to selling, Future Greenery do the work of connection. People will reach them. They don't need to waste their whole day on selling their products. We support the local business. We will promote local goods via digital marketing to supplement their income and connect them with our business idea. We will change their lifestyle and style of doing work. They will work with the betterment. Our main motto is to minimize the use of artificial flowers and to promote the selling of natural flowers. Artificial flowers are made up of plastic, which are destroying the environment. We will displace these plastic flowers by our real flowers in upcoming years. Management, networking, creating, working, designing, servicing, and selling. We all do all these things in one field. So, no plastic flowers, only Future Greenery. Thank you.
So Haraman's presentation is over and open for discussion.
Hello, Harman.
Yes, sir.
Your presentation is very good, but the question is only what is your business model? What model you have identified and which product you are identified is needs to be mentioned here. So because the such type of businesses are already there, but the question is how you are improving. How many other peoples are with you is the question.
Sir, I will improve by there no need to go to nursery for buying flowers. We will provide them product at their door. And for fast delivery, we are focusing on generating house planter who will provide a product and the service to people in his own area. जैसे neighbors हैं वो एक दूसरे के जैसे उसके घर पे ही सारा हम जो रखेंगे जो plants उसने बेचने हैं वो अपने घर पे ही जैसे plant कर सकता है वो जो गमले हैं और आसपास में जैसे बेच सकता है अपने neighbors जो हैं उसको good communication होगी और वो उनसे खरीद पाएंगे.
Okay, thank you.
Haraman?
Yes, sir.
This is actually an extension of what Dr. Nagla has also pointed out. How are you going to start this concept or you have already started this concept?
Sir, want to start this concept.
One of your slides mentioned we provide door-to-door delivery. So I thought, but subsequent to that, all your slides said we will provide. Okay. You talked of online deliveries. So
yes,
already there are concerns, good and large and small, which are doing it. Ferns and Petals is one very well-known online delivery and website system. जिथों मर्जी तुहानू deliver करते हैं. फिर it is basically ज़रा तुसीं दस्सिया सारा कुछ. It is getting people together. That looks to be more of your concept. It is not something new. क्योंकि flower markets, florists ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੱਧ ਗਏ ਨੇ. ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੀਏ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਬੁਕੇ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਬਣਾ ਦਿਓ ਲੈ ਲਓ. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਲੋਰਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਕਈ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਨਰਸਰੀਜ਼ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ. ਕੋਈ ਟੈਕਨੀਕਲ ਨਰਸਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਕੁਝ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਉਹ ਬਾਇਓ ਫਰਟੀਲਾਈਜ਼ਰਸ ਵੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. So what I could gather from your presentation was that you want to get people together and start a kind of a chain so that I do not have to go out of my house or an elderly person need not go out, but everything reaches his or her doorstep. That part is very good. But then you have to be very, economical and very eco-friendly and socially also very friendly, that you are efficient. So those things need to come in. And one thing was, you meant to say people or you meant to say pupil? That word occurred, first I thought pupils, but when you showed the 3 pictures of people making raw materials, selling flowers and selling garlands, and all, then I said, okay, it means people. ਸੋ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਇਸ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖੋ। ਬਾਕੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਚੰਗਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ এনवायरमेंटल ਫ੍ਰੈਂਡਲੀ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਲਾਵਰਸ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ। ਫਲਾਵਰਸ ਸੇ many things even without speaking, they keep you smiling and fresh all day long. So very good, Haramanpreet.
Thank you, sir.
So then we have last presentation of today, that is by Vijinder. So Vijinder, could you share?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, are you able to see the screen?
It's yet to appear.
Okay, ma'am. Then I'll start.
It's there. Yes.
So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vijinder Kaur, and I am pursuing my Bachelor's of Mathematics Honors as well as Certificate course in Vedic Mathematics at Kanya Mahavidyalaya Jalandhar. And here I am gonna represent my work. Yes. So basically, my idea is to promote Vedic mathematics. That's our Indian mathematics. So, what exactly is Vedic mathematics? Indian mathematics is the one that is found in Vedas. Vedic mathematics is a term that is given to the ancient system of mathematics, which is supposed to be discovered by ancient sages of India. Jagadguru Swami Shri Bharati Ji Maharaj was the one who rediscovered Vedic mathematics from the Vedas. So basically, there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Samveda, Atharvaveda, and Yajurveda. So our mathematics, the branch of mathematics, is basically in the Atharvaveda. There is Saptaveda in the Atharvaveda, that is Upveda, in which Vedic mathematics is concerned. So Vedic mathematics is like a treasure that consists of magical tricks which can treat anybody's phobia of mathematics. It is the same kind of mathematics used by human calculator of India. And I guess every one of you know about the Shakuntala Devi, who was the human calculator of India and achieved great achievements in the foreign countries by her skills. And she used the Vedic mathematics to achieve all these achievements. And you can see the pictures here where she is even compared with the computer as well as the calculator and the mobile phones, because her speed of calculating the numericals as well as the calculations was comparable with the computer as well as the calculator. So Vedic mathematics, I want to consider it as the vocal for mathematics students of India and even for the other science students. I especially talk about India because it is Indian mathematics. I want to promote it especially for India so that Indians can be Atmanirbhar, as it is the theme of this innovation program. So whenever we have something, we always consider their advantages. Why should we use Vedic mathematics? I know it must be a question in your mind that why must we exactly use Vedic mathematics? Vedic mathematics saves your times as well as efforts because it decreases your calculation timing by the half or even 1/3, and that is 10 to 15 times faster than usual. It helps in reducing small mistakes as there are numerous verification methods in it. As well as you don't need to memorize the tables, you only need to memorize the table up to 9. As you know that it was a very big burden for the children as well as the adults to memorize the tables like 12, 13, 14, 18 and so on up to. So it was a kind of burden. So due to Vedic mathematics, you only need to learn the table up to 9, and it improves your concentration as well as focus. And we know that concentration and focus are very important. I can say that it is important in every kind of field rather than mathematics. So it helps intelligent guessing. It improves your confidence level as well as phobia of mathematics. Because usually whenever we see in the society, whenever we say that we are mathematics students, they will kind of panic. They will say that you are mathematics students. They will ask us questions that why you choose mathematics. They will kind of, say that mathematics is a drastic subject. It is a kind of fearful subject. So they are all afraid of learning mathematics.
So Vedic mathematics deals with phobia of mathematics because it makes the mathematical calculation so much interesting. There are many numerous kind of sutras as well as sub-sutras to solve every kind of calculation. And the sutras are so much flexible that one can drive new way of calculation from them. And it is kind of innovative that one person can be innovative because they can drive one formula from the previous one that was in the that was stored in the books. So Vedic mathematics provides people with extra something which can help them to become a different person. It quickens their responsive manner as their mind works faster than usual and they respond on the spot. It develops their critical thinking and make them more innovative. It helps them to get rid of or rely less on foreign invented devices like calculator. It doesn't need pen and paper to carry out any calculation as it tends to make your brain pen and paper. All the sutras are perfectly rational and logical. It can be used in the competitive exam to carry out heavy calculations in seconds. As you can see here, this is the example that I want to show you. In the traditional method, if we want to subtract 823 from the 9000, we will use the carry out method. That is, we will carry one from the previous one and one from the previous one, and this process will go on. And we will get the answer finally 8177. But in Vedic mathematics, we will use a sutra named Nikhilam Navatas Charmam Dashta. And basically it means that all from 9 and last from 10. So what we will do that last number we will subtract from 10 and the all other will be from the 9 and the last one will be we use the but less than the last one. So this is basically concept here. And there are other many sutras. So do we become money with the help of mathematics? So I have a question here for you that every field, we have every field here, every field needs a kind of skill in the digital signal processing, in the search, in the astronomy, in the competitive exam, in the artificial intelligence, chip designing, even in the investment. We have to do the calculation. There is the thing in this word that don't need calculation. So here comes Vedic mathematics handy, because you can perform Vedic mathematics in every kind of field. You can use it in your daily life. You can use in your work. Then, in other words, one can improve their skills as well as the person using Vedic mathematics, which are most valuable things in this world. These things are also things that helps you to be great personality. Indirectly or directly, Vedic mathematics do improve every aspect of your life. It has its value in every field, which means it do helps your commercially. Even calculators can't do calculations related to astronomy, yet Vedic mathematics come handy and saving a lot of efforts of mathematicians. And here comes a question. Here comes a question that if in our research institute, there are two mathematicians, one from Vedic mathematics and other don't know Vedic mathematics. They are given to do some calculations and as well as to find some results. Who will research institution give promotion to? The one with fast speed and efficiency, or the other with degree and some kind of paperwork? So of course they will choose the one with fast speed as well as the efficiency. And that's my concept, that we should use Vedic mathematics instead of using the foreigner products like calculator and other things. Thank you.
So it's open for discussion now.
Hello, Vidyadhar.
Yes.
This is Shruti from BSc Medical Semester 1. My question to you is, if we in nowadays we have calculator, we have scientific calculators, so why a particular person will incline towards Vedic mathematics instead of using calculators to make his or her work easy?
Here there is a question for you that we all are here, like you are a medical student as you, right? So basically you don't have any kind of calculator, or you have to do some calculations in your field. So I'm here gonna say that in the calculators, like scientific calculators or in the other calculators, if we want to find a cube root, Let's say we have a calculation and we need to find cube root, and we want to find some other things like the expression that's related to x, y, z, and abc, and like this. We can't do these kind of calculations.
We can.
But scientific calculators make it possible for us to do these type of calculations, no?
In the scientific calculator, you can't find the cube roots.
But
you
we
have to find one more professional. So normal people, like we are ordinary people, we can't afford the scientific calculator that's of the cost thousands and more than it. As I know that I went to buy the calculator almost 2 or 3 months ago, and it cost about 1,000 rupees, and I instead thought of not buying it rather than wasting the money. And when I got admission into Kanya Mahavidyalaya, there I learned Vedic mathematics, and I am very glad to say that I was once a student who used to use the calculator, but now I tend to reduce my dependence on the calculator.
Okay,
Yes.
Hi, Vijinder.
Yes.
I have a question for you. This is Shireen this side. What is the innovative and commercial importance of Vedic mathematics?
Okay. So, what's about innovative in it? Well, I already said that Vedic mathematics is very, very flexible. As I am learning Vedic mathematics, so I know that it's flexible, and one can derive one or more formulas from the ones that are already stored in the sutras. That there are many previous kind of sutras in the, stored in the ancient books, but when we learn them, we can derive new ones from them, and that's what is innovative about it. That you don't need to rely on only the old ones, but you can also try to make new ones to your understanding level. As I've also did some things and did some research in this area. If you want, I can share to you. Like we have a particular number. We have a number that we want to find the perfect square of it. We know that the perfect square ends with 5, 1, 0, 0, or 4. We know that. But we have number 6225. It ends with 5. It ends with 25. How to identify if it is a perfect square or not? So here